Well, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and other folks. This is the Retro Tech 120p challenge, and today we are playing Mercs. The Retro Tech 120p challenge, and I'm very sorry. Before I go on, I've just got back from a festival this morning, and I'm recording this about 3 hours since I got back, and I'm not feeling great. Too much sun, too much alcohol makes Jack a very, very somber boy. Let's talk about the Retro Tech 120p challenge, where you can have as many goes as you like, as many practice runs as you like, but as soon as you press record, that, my friends, is your recorded run. So that's good, isn't it? So if you want to take part in this, go to the Retro Tech 100 group, and you should find this pretty near the top of the posts this week, unless you're watching this on like Sunday, in which case it's probably got lost, but you'll find it. Have a dig, and then you might do, you can join up if you want, and we can see your prowess, and maybe you can add irrelevant conversational pieces like you've been to a festival this weekend, and probably be a bit annoying. You're talking about stuff you did there's of no interest really, I guess, but I must apologise for that. But let's talk about Mercs, shall we? So Mercs came out from Capcom. It's the direct sequel to Commando. It came out in 1990. It was as I said, it was a direct sequel to Commando. There was a third one in the series which came out in 2008, called Wolf of the Battlefield, which is actually the original name in Japan of Commando. So that was a downloadable title. It's in it you have to try and your trio, but as you can see I'm only playing one player because we're playing the arcade challenge after all. Your trio of mercenaries have to rescue the former president from the African country of Zatula, which is a great name. I think it's one of those you have to say like that very harshly, Zatula. I'm not offending anyone there because as far as I'm aware, Zatula doesn't exist, so it's okay. Yay! Mega Drive, the Mega Drive, or Genesis if you prefer, got a port, which I believe was better than the arcade one. It was only single player, but I think it had a little bit more to it. The original mode was a little bit more built up, so I enjoyed that a lot more than this version. It's still a great game. This, watch me ignore the Jeep like an idiot, because I fancied a bit of spinach, and I sort of started dawdling, going, oh, what should I do? And I get the spinach in the end. And there also was a game, there was a version that Sega put out, not only on the Mega Drive, but they also did it on the Master System. So they converted this rather than Capcom, which is nice of them. US Gold put out the home computer ports, which, mixed bag, but generally alright. This version, if you wanted to play this version, you can obviously play it on MAME if you want, but you can also play it on the Capcom generations for Saturn and PS1, the Capcom Classics collection on PS2 and Xbox, the Capcom Classics Reloaded on the PSP. So yeah, there's lots of ways to play this, and I think it came out on the Virtual Console as well. So lots of ways to play this, and you're going to see folly here because I ignored that first tank, and it's going to take my first credit in a minute, but you'll see that on the screen as I talk about instead, far more pressingly and importantly, our genital facts of the week, this time asked for specifically for this game by Anthony Walker, he of Raven Gaming, who's having a great run of winning these challenges at the moment. He has asked me to talk about anabolic steroids, because obviously the guys in this very muscular looking fellas, and it is known, as I'm sure you're aware, that although you can look like a very beautiful example of sculpted humanity by taking anabolic steroids, there also are known side effects, from depression to anger issues, but what we're interested in is what it does to your junk. So basically it can cause erectile dysfunction, it can cause shrunken testicles, which anabolics, and your bollocks are smaller. It can cause reduced sperm count. You can become infertile, which means obviously no little baby muscle men, little muscular babies will be produced by your old chap, and you get lowered testosterone as the big tank comes onto the screen. But women actually can get increased sex drive, so get yourself a muscular woman, and she'll be all over you. But yeah, my go is about to end here, unfortunately. But I'll take a mention as I die of something I've got coming up this week. As you know, the Spectrum Games thing's finished, and I've split that sort of series into two now. So I'm doing TV games on other formats, but I'm also doing weird licenses. The Spectrum, of course, will appear regularly on that, and other sort of projects. But this week I'm going to be covering a DS game on the weird licenses, because I'm doing Nacho Libre, which it was a Jack Black film. Didn't do too badly, so it can't qualify for the flop movies thing. So I'm going to talk about it on that, because I think it's as a film license, it's a little bit strange. Although it was about wrestling, it was sort of an indie film comedy. So a bit weird. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening to this drivel. I won't go on about festivals in the next video. And Kay, thanks. Bye.